Manisha trying to dial in, focus. I don't mind a call there by Vineet because Karwa is going to have a lot of bluffs down when he defends from the big blind. He's going to be defending a lot on that flop. So
Sorry, सिलसिले पे लगा सर
But it was maybe it was easy for him to make a ace high call when the board redoubled. Then suddenly it's like,
$500, sir.
yeah.
Sanjay on the cutoff with ace 5 of hearts.
टोनी पे दिल की अपीलियन नहीं तो मक ऑटोमेटिक मक होता है Where's 1200 fold
चेंज हो गया ब्लाइंड
fold 1200 to call man
I figured out Vivek's strategy here. Only play pocket pairs. Either hit a set or make quads and get paid.
yep. Keep building your stack. We can see already he has having a big stack on this feature table that we have for you guys.
Ace 6-4 board.
Sanjay
Ace
decides
high.
to check back on the flop with his top pair.
Minisha opting to lead out on the turn with her gut shot. A 5 would be an action card though, because it's going to give Sanjay aces up with aces and 5s, and Minisha is going to complete her straight with the 7. Clearly getting a call there. A 9 would also be some sort of an action card, but it's a 6 where it pulls up, the board pairs up, and he goes in for a value bet there of 2100, about 30% of the pot. Minisha letting her cards slide into the muck. With that, Sanjay picks up some chips, moves up to 55,000.
पिंक की पोस्ट कर दो ना
3-6 सर, एक 100 है आपके पास। आप 600 आप कहेंगे, 600 आप बिग ब्लाइंड।
ब्लाइंड बर्ड
हाँ, वो ले लो, 500 का चिट्ठा।
Nine o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, just get him put somewhere. So just get us out. Okay. Normally, your future tables for how long?
600 call, sir.
The blinds have increased to 300, 600 with a 600 big blind ante. Siddhant under the gun +1 with about 100 big blinds, ace 5 off.
Where's 1200?
Raises it up to 1,200.
Fold. 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 Fold.
हाँ ठीक है। हाँ नहीं हाँ नहीं ना इज्जत यार, इतनी इज्जत दे रहा हूँ मुझे। अरे यार, अरे 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 Tomorrow day 2 starts at 1 p.m.
So 600 to call. Fold.
Action is folded to Sanjay in early position with 10-9 offsuit. Let's see what he decides to do. He decides to fold.
Fold. Fold. Fold. So big blind option.
Action is folded to the blinds.
1200.
And we see Sanjay limping from small blind with Queen 5 offsuit.
Yes, sir.
And Vineet choosing to ISO with a suited ace. Standard play there, Prajit.
Yeah, I mean, there's a limp. He senses weakness. He's got the suited ace there, blind versus blind, applying the pressure, trying to take the pot down pre-flop itself. Gets it done.
दूसरा कार्ड देखिएगा, वहाँ पर सब हंसने वाले हैं।
This is a really fun table for us because we have some players that are really comfortable playing poker, and then we've got a few players that are really comfortable facing all the lights, all the cameras. It's a good mix.
क्या एक सेकंड देखो ना।
Now you can see the chopper ride happening here at the casino in Nepal.
एक कल वाले चिप्स दूसरे वो
Still waiting for someone to sponsor that for me.
Lines of 3-6, right?
Yes.
Blinds going up. Now we are playing small blind of 300, big blind of 600, and a big blind ante of 600. And we see Minisha Lamba
Raise 1500.
with king queen off from late position. I think she has chosen to raise it up.
Call
Sanjay Khanna decides to flat 4-3 suited on the button.
Yeah, and Vineet actually there. That was actually a fold by Sanjay. Vineet actually flatted with the ace 10 of hearts, and Siddhant comes in with a 10-8. King high board.
Sorry.
There's a connection for Siddhant as well with his second pair, but Minisha has hit her top pair there.
Probably going to see a small bet somewhere around 18 to 2000 here by Minisha.
2,800.
Opting for a slightly larger side of a bet on the flop. Gonna be very difficult for Vineet to continue here. He's got one overcard, some backdoors there. But he's also, like he's squished between Siddhant and Minisha in this particular hand. He's sandwiched. They're not like the best position to be playing poker from. Flat calling wouldn't really make any sense here. So he's obviously going to fold his hand. The action is back on Siddhant, who has a second pair.
Check.
Turns at 9.
Well, there was a call, and
This card is pretty good for Siddhant's range. So Manisha
this
can
is one of
really,
those cards that Siddhant could have also decided to lead out with.
yeah, 100%. That
and
is why we
decided
see
to
Manisha check back.
Yeah.
Pot control a little bit.
6, slightly inconsequential. Now, does Siddhant think that Manisha would ever bet the flop with an 8? Because it's just,
Check.
even with that 8, he may just be chopping. He just decides to check because he's losing to a 9. He's losing to a king. He's beating a few draws, and he has a pretty good bluff catcher for that in the form of an 8. Depending on the size that Manisha chooses here, considering the turn went check, Siddhant may just be tempted to call there.
3,200.
Pretty interesting sizing there. She actually wants a call from Siddhant. She's not opted to choose in a very large sizing. She's bet 3,200 in about 10,500, 10,700, giving the right price to Siddhant to make this call with his pair. And that's exactly what he does, and he's going to see that she has a king. That's a pretty well constructed and played hand by Manisha there. By checking back the turn, she realized that she'd be able to get some value on the river.
A battle between the two celebrities on the feature table. Manisha taking the first round,
नहीं यार, fair
and I'm
मत
pretty
करो
sure
यार।
we're going to see more of this.
अच्छा हिट था।
Yeah, and
I think that's why the pressure for him to call now.
I had a pair with the draw, मतलब थोड़ा बहुत था, अच्छा है, देख लेते हैं।
Vivek Karwa sitting quietly, getting all the information from the celebrities, which he's going to utilize it later, I'm pretty sure of that.
पहले इसके बाद एक्सरसाइज Man 600 to go. Hold.
Vineet on the button with the Jack 7 of spades.
Where's 1200?
Opening it up. There you can see one blue chip is worth 1,000 and the purple chips are worth 100 each.
Hold. Give me 500 cents.
10 minutes only, right?
सर आपका तो 500 डाला था आपने।
ना लो।
No, I did that. वो तो खा लिया मैंने समोसा if anyone wants samosa
नहीं बाबा। अरे खाते रहेंगे यार।
he's just sitting like a rock out there Even asking for samosa, he's not giving a read.
Small, big
He's like, I
blind,
won't
sir.
respond. It may be a read.
I'm enjoying this a lot. Manisha trying to talk to everyone on the table. Even if she's a celebrity, she wants to interact with each of the players that we have on the feature
Lot
table.
of fun, feature table. When you see yourself later, that's me, mom, that's me.
Sir,
And this is the beauty of the game. आप कोई भी हो, आप celebrity हो, आप poker player हो, आप एक table पे बैठे हो, आपको एक chance मिल रहा है interact करने का, get to know the other person.
कंप्यूटर को दिखते हैं.
raise 1200.
कुछ पत्ते नहीं आ रहे.
Call 1200. Fold. Fold. Heads up. On you, sir.
The battle between Vineet and Siddhant.
Check.
Cutoff versus button, and we see a flop of 9-3 deuce.
1000.
Sit in a dark room for half an hour
Siddhant
with lights on.
hitting his top pair with a queen kicker
Fold.
and taking down the pot.
नहीं आ रहा है. मैं 9 उधर ट्रैप कर रहा हूँ वो बोर्ड पे.
Siddhant saying that he had 9-10 there, keeping his opponents guessing.
ऐसे कभी हुआ है आपके साथ? क्वीन 9 है और आपको लगा कि हाथ में 2 रानियां हैं. क्वीन 9, एस 4.
Manisha waking up with a suited ace from early position, ace-9 suited.
Yeah, she actually seems to be struggling with that headache right now.
Migraine actually.
Raise 1200.
As I said, even after taking the tablet, I need to be in a dark room for half an hour for it to like go. Yeah. Exactly. Complete. Like even this is not really helping. The lights are still on.
You want one more? Have two chashma.
I have to take this out and have a hand, तो मुझे दिखता नहीं. मैं तो चश्मे पहन के आई हूँ ना आज.
Raise.
Pocket fours there for Mr. Thakur, who's been quiet for a while.
Call 1200.
Which one do you think?
Something which is true about migraine pain is if you're having a migraine pain, you really want to dim the lights, you want to be in a quiet room, close all the electricity that you have in the room.
Mr. Thakur has spiked the the amount of sets that we've seen here. Listen, the probability of someone hitting a set is 1 in 8 times, approximately close to 12%. But these guys are unbelievable. We've seen Minisha pick up sixes, hit a set. We've seen our man Vivek Karwa pick up sixes, hit a set, pick up sevens, hit quads. And now Mr. Thakur
2500.
is going to get some massive action with his pocket fours because he's got bottom set this time around. If he plays it well, he may just be able to stack off with Minisha here.
I really want Mr. Thakur to just flat call with his pocket fours, play the trap for Manisha to bite.
Sir, आपने cute face बना दिया. अब मुझे पता है आपके पास कुछ नहीं है.
That's the last thing Minisha wants to know.
वही तो मैं बोल रही हूँ.
But camera crew, please take this up. All these shots of him wearing the mask and all that is too good.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. This has to be one of the promo shots. Mask, chashma, muche. नहीं वो उसके पहले देखेंगे
He's
ना.
definitely not folding here. He's got the bottom set.
2500.
Doing a little bit of showboating there for sure, taking his time, contemplating
Well,
what he wants to do.
they just want to tell the celebrities, hey, if you can act, we can act as well.
Does make the call, and Vivek obviously getting out of that hand with his 10 deuce.
Heads up.
And a 6. Not too connected with that board. Minisha must be feeling if her ace 9 was good on the flop, it must be good now as well. She must be putting Thakur Ji on some sort of a draw. You know, there are multiple draws here. King, Jack, King, 10, some hearts. 3,600. He's leading out this time around from the blind.
But जब भी ठाकुर जी ने यहाँ पे डोंक किया है, हमेशा उनके पास कुछ ना कुछ वैल्यू था. एक टेंस को छोड़ के जो रिवर पे किया था, बाकी उन्होंने जितनी बार मर्जी करा है, उनके पास वैल्यू दिखा. पिछली बार एसेस दिखाए थे, इस बार पॉकेट फोर्स दिखा रहे हैं.
I don't think Minisha will be able to get away with just a 3,600 bet into a pot that is now bloated up to 12,800. She is going to have to call at least. And she's going for a raise from the looks of it. Oh no, it is a call. It is just a call. She's looking quite closely at Mr. Thakur, and he's actually not showing any part of his face except for his forehead right now. It looks really funny though. Oh, he's quickly checked it. Wow, what a deceptive play. The heart comes in on the river. He's quickly checked it. He must be scared of Minisha having a flush draw there, but Minisha doesn't really have that. She has the ace, and it's gone check, check. And
A6 of yours. Set of fours, no? I knew it.
मैं ब्लफ मारने वाली थी. No, the अरे flush
I
only
knew
पे
you
ना.
had a set. I so knew you had a set of
Yeah,
fours.
Keep it calm, man.
I thought.
And the mask comes off and the shades comes off and he shows pocket fours to the table. Minisha getting away with like the minimum amount.
I thought
एकदम से सर गई.
I thought you had a flush. For some weird, strange reason, you were calling that flush. मैं बोला ये set
Such
versus
a
flush
big
होने
hand,
वाला है.
sir is not going to fold.
कोई नहीं है.
No, of course not. Of course not. No chance.
कब से हम लोग 700 ही
No
है.
chance.
there we have it. Mr. Thakur right on the top with 115,000. Vivek Karwa right behind him with 91,000. Minisha has crumbled down to 28,000 chips, but listen, still has a lot of playability, close to about 45 big blinds still. It's early time in this day 1B of the India Poker Championship main event.
He was calling
Starting
it.
stack of 40,000. The
yeah.
blinds currently at 300, 600 with a 600 big blind ante.
Fold, fold. Fold.
ले ले.
आप और आप वॉक दे दीजिए ना.
Check raise, ma'am.
एक गंदा पत्ता निकला.
दोनों अच्छे पत्ते हैं ये.
Vivek
And
just
she
quickly
raises
folding.
it, and Vivek
पत्ता दिखा दूसरा.
folded even before the chips landed in the middle. Letting that hand go, he had 5 deuce.
अगर आप रेस करते हैं ना, मैं नहीं करती, तो मुझे आपका इतना वीक लगा ना, मैंने मार दिया है.
Giving an explanation why she chose to raise. Just a masterclass of acting on our feature table today, Prajit. This is like a once in a lifetime that we get to see.
So 600 to call. Raise 1200. Call 1200.
Vineet opening the action with a suited ace from early position.
Fold. Call. Fold.
देख लो.
Everyone with a pretty different hand. And
Siddhant,
decent
हमारे
hand
feature table
too.
पे.
King Jack, King Queen,
हाँ?
Ace 3.
Call 1200.
आपने आपको डाल दिया जलान on the table, boys. Girls and boys, make some noise. Shall we give a standing ovation? खड़े होके तालियां मारे भी.
Guys, that is Abhishek Jalan that has just sat on
Why
our
not
feature
name-
table,
Million
a fun
अच्छा
player,
hand दे दिया.
an action
Oh, wow.
player. We're
What a
gonna see a
board.
lot of fireworks happening, guys, here.
Check.
Siddhant has actually flopped the flush.
Siddhant Kapoor flopping king high flush.
1500, sir. Call 1500. Fold. Fold.
अच्छा heads up है हम लोग.
Heads up, sir.
Jalan got me some luck.
On you, sir. Check. Check. On you, sir. Check. 3000. Fold.
We'll watch it on the screen.
एक कार्ड दिखा था.
King of Spades. King of Spades, you showed.
Other cards stream में make the effort.
Siddhant Kapoor trying to increase our viewership, telling the players, if you want to see my other card, you can watch the live stream. I'm not going to show it to you.
ये सब स्पीड
टेबल के पहले मुझे एडजस्ट होके आना था क्या शेड्स वेट बहुत ब्राइट है तो
बहुत ज़्यादा ब्राइट है. बहुत सर दर्द हो
एक
जाएगा.
बार जाना होगा इस साइड से शेड्स जाना है बहुत ब्राइट है
मंगवा लो. आपको क्या शेड्स की कमी है?
फोन ले लिए ना जैसे किसी और का ही बढ़ा के लाऊंगा
हाँ वही तो. फोन तो नहीं अलाउड ही नहीं है.
बढ़िया एक्चुअली फोन अलाउड नहीं है म्यूजिक म्यूजिक में ध्यान कम रहेगा
Sir, 600.
नहीं अब 50% म्यूजिक only for me, bro.
600.
That's my not not like. किस पर है? मेरे पर है. Hello. ऐसे oh me yes so me.
Sir. आपका return.
अभी तो ब्रेक होगा 13 मिनट्स में.
Hold. 600 to call.
10 मिनट का.
Fold.
तुम आ गए हो नूर आ गया है.
Raise 1600.
Fold.
Abhishek Jalan not wasting any time, opening with ace-5 suited from hijack position.
1600 to call, sir.
I actually want to know what the average pot is around approximately.
she's
Stack,
saying I
sir.
don't want to tell or she's saying I don't know
Call 1600.
Average stack of the tournament.
No, वो नहीं है online वाला system नहीं है. They don't support that.
Heads up.
Obviously, कल तो दिखा रहे थे. Average stack.
It will flash after.
That's a two pair for Vineet Kumar and a gut shot for Abhishek Jalan.
Check.
टी शर्ट तो बढ़िया लग रही है आपकी यही से लिए
On.
And he gets there.
On
This
a
is two pair.
monotone board.
Two pair versus the wheel raw. This time around Vineet leading out.
ये ठीक है यहाँ म्यूजिक नहीं है तो आप गा रहे हो
ऐसे थोड़ा बहुत गाते रहूँ.
Call.
I'm just gonna try.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm just
Now
gonna stop
that's
there.
been a redraw. He's now made a full house with his 8 and 4. Vineet Kumar has locked his hand and he's already got a call. He's hoping that his opponent has some sort of a flush. This time around he checks it. So deceptively done. Abhishek Jalan. He's letting him. Vineet is going to let Abhishek basically hang himself here by betting and obviously raising him when he does bet.
3,300.
He's bet 3,300. I expect a definite raise there.
How
and
much
Abhishek Jalan
do you
is,
think?
I think he should be going somewhere around 11, 12,000 there, trying to absolutely polarize. And Abhishek Jalan would be aware that he would do the same thing sometimes with the 4x as well, but he's beating that 4x with his ace 5, right? So he needs to size up a bit. 6,600 or like 8, 9,000 is not going to really help there. He will, of course, get a call, but knowing if he knew the strength of Abhishek's hand, he should go much, much bigger.
There are like better hands here. There's bigger straights, flush draws.
Yeah.
Also, there are a lot of bluffs like ace high. If you have ace of hearts, king of hearts, it's really gonna be a good bluff.
मेरे साथ नहीं भाई दोनों अली और मैंने दोनों बॉस वो तो क्या खेला है
हैप्पी ब्रो लाइक आरक्यू ओनली देखेंगे टीम जलान
एक्चुअली
कल अनीता और वो भी थे फाइनल 20 तक तो
कौन से
अनीता भी थी 20 तक अनीता 17 या 18 बस्ट हुई है उनमें मनी बस्ट हुई है
हाँ आई रोल में ओह शी इज कमिंग द मनी वेल डन
हाँ
Yes,
ये देखो
6,600 raise.
Just clicks it back.
Yeah, that looks very nutted, but I don't think Abhishek can get away from this hand.
वो तो ठीक है देखो अब ये हैंड ऐसा है कि मुझे लग रहा है मुझे देना ही पड़ेगा अब चाहे कुछ भी हो ले लो आपका है
All 6,600.
दोनों दिखाओ यार दोनों दिखाते हैं
Oh my god. Two pair.
स्ट्रेट
2 pair? No, that's a full house.
हाँ मालूम है
You know, guys, I flopped the flush.
Pink.
Flopped it.
देखा क्या लगाया क्या ओपन किया समझे अब कॉल तो देना ही था
नाइस हैंड मेरे भाई
Abhishek's not gonna be happy losing his first spot
He's not going
on
anywhere
this
if they are
feature
blasting
table.
the turn.
Nothing he can do there. He made his gut shot on the turn, and we see Sanjay improve on the river for a full house.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Abhishek's just thinking in his mind that
Small, big.
you gotta be kidding.
Yeah.
आ जा रहे तो भाई ये फ्लॉप पे यार
He's thinking he was behind on the flop, ahead on the turn, behind again on the river.
अच्छा दिन तो अच्छा होगा मतलब फ्लॉप पे
Sanjay picking up
River
ace
पे थोड़ा
queen
ध्यान
under the gun.
600 to call, sir. Raise 1,200. Fold.
यार क्लॉक कहाँ चल रहा है
Fold.
ब्रेक है 8
हाँ बेस्ट ही है
Fold.
ब्रेक में माइक बंद करा लेंगे ना
Fold.
सदमे में आ जाएंगे
1,200 to call.
भाई मैंने शूट पे जो जो चीजें सुनी है ना एज एन असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर एक्टर्स के 8 मिनट
Fold.
Action on Siddhant.
अलीबाग से आएंगे
what a slight check what a slight check he's given back over there
No, he's not representing the chalky. He's hit a straight, so he's taking little value out of that, na, in case you don't have a flush or. Yeah, so he's taking value.
A breakdown masterclass by
not
Minisha
right now.
Lamba here.
He wanted a call from you, that's why. He didn't know that you had such a big hand. Or at least that's what my lead is. Of course, I can
में
change
स्मॉल लाइन में
it.
जिसमें भी स्मॉल बिग लाइन थे मैं चौकी तो प्रिपेयर था ही कि आपके पास है मतलब समझ रहे हो अगर मैं बैट कर रहा हूँ मैं तो वैल्यू बैट ही कर रहा था मुझे थोड़ी पता है कि आप चौकी
मुझे 200 दे दो और अंदर से भैया
मैं तो वैल्यू
Abhishek just explaining his thought process for
ये
betting the
लिया
river,
मैंने वापस
putting Sanjay on a 4,
ट्राई करो यार
having trips there.
नहीं नहीं
He
नहीं
didn't put him on a full house.
बराबर है
हाँ आपको 300 डालना है बस ओके परफेक्ट सर
स्टंट कर रहे थे भैया
600 to call fold fold
वो 600 मेरा तो नहीं है ना दादा you put 1200 no
Vivek finally waking up with a hand.
Finally playing a hand which is not a pocket pair.
Yeah. You never know, he may just flop trips with his ace jack on this.
Or a straight.
1200
yes 600 more sir
बात तो आपकी ठीक है आपका लग रहा है माइक नहीं चल रहा है
all
मेरा चल रहा है
heads up
ये इधर है
930 तक स्ट्रीम है 930 तक
अरे कहाँ सर मैं भी तो टेक्सटाइल बिजनेस ही करता हूँ
अच्छा
Jack high board, Vivek.
check
Very safe board for him. Jack 6-6.
अरे मैंने शो डाउन किया मेरे को बोला मैं गुड हूँ मैंने देखा तो अभी मेरा ठीक है
700 to call
शो डाउन कर रहा हूँ
fold
खुश हो के
हाँ ब्रो
फुल हाउस लगा
वो
दिया
गुड बात समझ में आया वो टिप्स गए ऐसे मत कराओ
सीधा खींच ले
एक पत्ता डील करो ऐसे मत करो पहले रिलेटेड करा दो एक पत्ता डील कर दे भाई
एक किलो उड़ गया आपका 1 घंटे में 15 बार आगे
small big blind please sir
आपका लाइफ बदल जाएगा लाइफ बदल जाएगा नजरिया लाइफ के प्रति आपका बदल जाएगा देखना वो तो उनका हक ये गलत है तो
नहीं ये लास्ट टाइम
sir after 600 big blind thank you
अरे मैं मस्ती कर रहा था देख लेते यार सच्ची में मत थोड़ी अरे मस्ती कर रहा था भाई
sir 600 आप
Vivek now picking up ace 10.
where's 1200
कार्ड डेड दिया आपको लास्ट टाइम भी सेम ही था आपका बीपीटी पे
sir 1200 to call
कॉल
call
Sanjay having queen 10 in small blind has a perfect hand to squeeze,
call
but elects to just call here, see the flop out of position.
Absolutely.
ताले आ गए
4 ways
ताल फॉल वे एक्शन I think this will be an action going on till Blake.
on you sir
Well, surprisingly, 4 deuces in the
Check.
lead at this point in time.
check 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 round Sir.
Spade rolls out, giving
Check.
Siddhant the top pair, but Vivek now has the nut flush draw. And Sanjay
Check.
with the gut shot straight draw.
3,500 3,500 call
Vivek elects to bet 3,500 with his nut blocker. Perfect hand to start betting on the turn.
Siddhant
Fold.
folding his top pair.
fold
लास्ट कार्ड दिखाइए ना
fold
किंग फोल्ड कर दिया मैंने गुड फोल्ड ही था
Vivek taking it down.
मैं बोला हाँ king fold क्या मैं you had a better king because my king
We
was
can't
not
believe that
maybe.
Small big
Siddhant
blind,
folded a
sir.
king, his top pair, facing one
दो
single
suited card
bet.
थे king 10 से थोड़ा नीचे था देख लेना stream में and I thought it was a good fold.
Small big.
अभी ने
Size from blind 300. Fold.
Something I'm not a big fan of is when people stack their chips not in 20s or 10s because it makes it very difficult for other players to know what the stacks of the other players are.
Fold.
What are your thoughts on stacking chips, Prajit?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just convenient not just for other players but for yourself as well to know what your stack depth is. Usually, poker is a game of calculation, and while making those calculations, you need to be aware of what your own stack depth is and also what your opponent's stack depth is. You just make yours and your opponent's life easier, unless you love giving them your stack depth every time they ask, because it's completely your choice and your prerogative in case you want to count it for them and give them a chip count, or they can
I'm going to very
obviously
wrong places huh? You'll hear very
count.
disturbing things.
You need to kind of put your chips in a way that it's easy for them to also just quickly count, and they just don't have to keep asking you.
Players can actually ask tournament directors for them to stack their chips in 10s or 20s if they fail to give a count.
Sec.
That is something that I know. I don't know that if they follow it here, but that's a pretty solid rule that I believe it exists here in the poker handbook.
Check. Check.
Battle between the blinds. Anand Thakur with ace-8 and Abhishek Jalan with queen-7.
Anand has hit the pair of 8 but also has the ace of diamonds, and there was a bet and a fold from Abhishek Jalan, and with that Anand has chipped up and he's up to 1,13,000 chips. This is the time we take a break at this feature table of the main event day 1B, and we will continue the feature table action on the other side of the break, guys, so stay tuned.
Hi guys, this is Palak Purswani and I welcome you all to yet another exciting day of India Poker Championship Megastacks 2022. Started with day 2 of 25k kickoff event with 29 players all in money already. Out of 226 registration in total, we had a humongous prize pool of 56.5 lakhs. Finally, we're down with 8 players and we saw some action-packed gameplay. We also hosted a pool party for our players where they really had fun. While all this was going on, we had another event happening as well. That was day 1 of 100k high roller. And by the end of day 1, we had total entries of 156 players of 100k high roller event. Well, that is all for now. मैं हूँ आपकी दोस्त and host Palak Purswani signing off.
and may be addictive.
India Poker Championship Megastacks 2022 is here. We have an exciting lineup of live events spread over 7 days, offering guaranteed colossal prize pool worth 3.5 crores with 4 top-notch events, along with some satellite packages, free rolls worth rupees 70 lakhs. Let the battle begin. Get in the game.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? We have just been told by our production crew that we are not going to continue this feature table from the main event, but we will see you tomorrow night, the both of us, in the Mystery Bounty Tournament. Do not miss out at that. We'll have a bunch of excitement for you there. So from now, we say goodbye and we will see you tomorrow night.